Alright, welcome back. Let's power through this last section here and see if I can figure out what the hell I need to do. Okay, so it's not that one. Not that one. There was a portal. I'm scared to go into it because getting to this place was hard enough. But I get the feeling that if I take a portal, like that would be progress, whereas all the capsules in the capsule cemetery will just result in me not getting anything done. Like these are all just walls, maybe. Okay. Yeah, I can't interact with a damn single one of them. They said that the artifact is in one of these things, right? But that's literally all the direction that I've gotten. Well, man, this is just flat out ridiculous. I'm gonna try the portal because it's something that I know I can interact with, and I believe it might just screw up my everything here. And I will accept the consequences as an adult, as a taxpayer, if this ends up screwing me over. And I believe it did. Well, what happens? Okay, let me regroup by talking to some of these things. Okay. Discuss. Talk about the labyrinth. They don't mention the labyrinth. Okay, talk about the artifact. Ask for more details. Okay. What does this say? The artifact is hidden in one of the discarded capsules in the center of the labyrinth, but which one? But... Oh my god, I don't know why I didn't notice this before. This is just literally telling me which capsule it's supposed to be. God. Wow. I had no idea what I was looking at, so my eyes just like slid straight off of this thing. But that's exactly the capsule right there. Huh. Okay. So it looks like, let me just make a quick little diagram for myself. We have a bunch, and then it's one right before two that are in kind of a dog-leg pattern, and it's at the end of a hallway. And then you have this little crook to the upper left of it. I'm just trying to draw it out as best as I possibly can. This is it's a little hard to try and come up with a good diagram considering this is an isomorphic game, or isometric game. It's not an isomorphic game. That's a mathematical term. It means, like, something that... God, I don't even know how to describe it. I did some work with, like, isomorphic, graphs, but I'm not even going to begin to explain what the hell that is as a sentence, and I think everyone will calmly thank me for this. Okay. So, what did I do to make this all work? It was a capsule that was towards the bottom, and it just put me right at the mouth of the labyrinth. Anything that so now I need to make sure that if I go anywhere, it's only to places that I have explored already. Any place that is unexplored, I've already ruled out as being decidedly the wrong path to take, because I found my way into the centre of the labyrinth already. Which, you know, that's good. That works as a nice, like, self-check that I'm doing this correctly. I know I did not go through this portal because I have explored area beyond it, so we can do that. I believe I must have, it must have been the case that I went through this portal, so I will hop into this one. Okay. Yeah, actually the map is kind of working out in my favor here because the parts that I've been... I can tell what parts I've explored and what parts I haven't just by looking around here. So I'm pretty convinced I went into this far portal here. And if not, I'm in for a world of pain. But no, this looks relatively familiar. So I went down through this part. And then I don't have a clue which of these two portals I went into. But that sucks. I think in general I biased towards going towards portals at the far end. However, I've definitely reached a point where I cannot actually tell which portals are in explored territory and which portals are not. So I'm gonna have to be going a little bit by faith here. Let's see what happens if I go through this one. Okay, this has all been explored out, so it must have been the case that I've come through here already. I've noticed that I'm slipping back into mathematical terms. I mentioned graph theory once, and I'm already saying things like it must have been the case, which just reminds me of my proofwriting classes, of which I had to take a whole lot of them. It must have been the case that I've gone through this portal, because though this one is explored, this area is unexplored, and if I were to approach this portal, some of that stuff would just become explored, like so. So let's go back to this portal, and let's enter it. And I believe this is the entrance to the labyrinth. If not, I will go further up ahead and see what happened. Okay, it must be the case that I went through this portal, because that area in front of it was unexplored. I assume there's some sort of order and reasoning to the way that you're supposed to do all of this, but lordy, I cannot figure out what it is. So this part's very familiar because I remember this is one of the first portals that I saw that took me to the center of the labyrinth. So that's good. However, I think that I've already been through this circuit of the labyrinth, if you will. And I believe I went into this one. Remember I was explaining earlier that exploration games where you have to redo parts of it are basically just torture? I am feeling the burn of taking the exit portal from the center right now. Okay, it must be the case that I did not go through this portal because I just explored some terrain. So we will go back into this portal over here. The music's very interesting. The problem with this, though, is that the music is utterly schizophrenic. It keeps going between, like, do-do-ba-do-do-do-do, and, like, very, very, crazy, like, piratey music sounding stuff. Still, I am feeling not particularly confident about this segment, though. Never mind. Here we go. Alright. And I need to see if I can recognize which segment of the map this was. So, this is not it. This is not it. Oh, this might be it. It might be this portal right here. So it is. Got it. Here it is, the azimuth artifact. Seize the artifact. Teleport capsule. As your fingers grab the artifact, you're blinded by a flash of light. Interesting, I didn't expect a twist. When you regain your sight, you are no longer in the same capsule, and a quick look confirms that you're back to where you started. How? Why? To be honest, you're too happy to leave this planet to ask such questions. Continue. I must have actually crashed my capsule into Cthulhu, because Cthulhu's not killing me anymore, and there's just dead Cthulhu bits everywhere. That is hilarious. Okay, let's get out of this planet. Return to Lethis. I guess we'll save the data for whatever godforsaken reason. Let's return to Lethis, and I guess we're gonna call this one done. Oh, wait, what? Oh, I never went into Ultima? Interesting. I thought I was done with this game. I thought I'd done all 6 maps, but no, it turns out that there was this little pooper here. Well, now we're at the final part of the game, I guess. Well, that's cool. I'll play a little bit of this one. This station is dormant, not a single active robot. Oh, there's an active robot right there, so I'm gonna go ahead and activate that one. This is already my favorite song in the whole soundtrack. This is a cool one. Dozing repair bot will approach with it, and I can't make it wake up. Nice little reference to Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep there. That was cute. Sleepy guard, approach. See closer up. The Ultima killing machine would be really frightening if it was active. Fortunately for you, the guard robot will only be reactivated if you choose to wake it up. You have no particular desire to waken that kind of enemy. Strike it. In the list of things that would raise Ultima out of its slumber, you can now add attack a guard robot when it poses no immediate threat. If you take the opportunity to note your chance of survival has just plummeted. Defend. Well, nobody ever accused this game of not having a sassy sense of humor. Okay, whoa! It moved way differently from the way I expected it to. I assume this thing has some tricks up its sleeve, and there it is. Oh, I guess the best way to die is... interesting. Way of Saboteur and Way of the Machines. The best way to die is when it's entirely and 100% your fault, like that one was. I think what I like most is Rose's animation is really, really fun. Just that swashbuckling stance that she has is really cool. Well, I could go to that corpse, but also it's utterly pointless to, so I'm just going to keep exploring the planet as if this was the first time, and I'm not going to prioritize. Oh. Well, I guess I woke up the planet, so that'll be interesting. Let's interact with the valve. Ding, ding. Okay. Accident stopped a cloud of hot steam from filling a corridor. As there opened up a route you can take without risking death by scalding. The same route has... Wow. What the fuck is going on? Intruder detected. Okay, let's see if I can kill the robots this time. Alright. He's gonna go to the middle. Okay. One thing that I do kind of appreciate, at least, is that the enemies have very, very specific patterns, so you can learn them pretty easily. This one, most of his attacks are towards the top after this set here. So as long as I make my way towards the... It's like, generally, they're at the top to begin with, and then they're more towards the bottom and the middle. And then they bias towards the top again. Like so. And we're gonna kill this thing. Bam. Bam. I just sorted a robot to death. We're gonna take the gears and leave. Guard crumples, you have one more trophy to your cabinet. Nice. What the hell is this thing? Divine vision. You come faced with... Well, you really don't know how to describe it. You rub your eyes, unsure if you can grasp what you're seeing. What is it? You can't remember the last time you were under the influence of drugs, but one thing's for sure, this is no hallucination. You're actually looking at a giant floating crystal, and there's something godlike about it. Pray. Prefer to be honest, you have no idea how this works. When in doubt, you go down your knees and up various positions with your hands, some of which are very uncomfortable indeed. The crystal doesn't budge an inch. It's probably because you're on the right track. Ask for help? Close your eyes to focus all your concentration on the ultimate artifact. You can't put into words what it resembles, but you conjure up a mental image that we can't describe here. When you open your eyes, you notice a small piece of the crystal has crumbled off and now lies at your feet. Take the relic and leave. What happens if I ask for forgiveness? You're a new clone. Okay, what happens if I get closer? You approach the crystal until your nose is practically inside the side. You're millimeters away, so now isn't the time to sneeze. Study the objet. Your eyes carefully inspect the surface of the crystal, searching for the tiniest incision. Although you can't immediately find anything, you take the opportunity to admire your reflection in passing. It may just be the crystal, but you do look particularly good looking. She's always pissed, by the way. She takes that, what do they call it, resting bitch face to, like, level 700. Okay, I'm gonna Metal Gear Solid my way past that guard. Oh, by turning the valves, some of these steamies turned on that weren't turned on beforehand. Okay, well, I have to fight this robot. I hope the robots don't come back to life. That would be really frustrating if I had to keep fighting them every time I died. But on the other hand, they also have an incredibly easy to memorize attack pattern, as I've already done it. On the other hand, if I have to keep fighting them and they literally just have one attack and it's 3 rounds, I'm going to be super pissed off at this game. And it looks like that's going to be the way that it's going to be, so, well, that's fine. Okay, we move to the bottom. Yeah, that is a little bit on the disappointing side that this is effectively the final boss, or so to speak. Like, I really wish that there was some more variety here, and that I really wish there was variety here. Just like, I don't know. That's, the combat is already a little bit on the, like, I don't know how to put it. Shallow end? And then to have, like, a fight that literally doesn't have any variations in the attack patterns is not doing it any favors. Still, not too sure yet what I need to be doing with this planet. But we'll see. I'm assuming that if I just... Yeah, I don't know. I haven't... Usually when I've been exploring planets in this game, I figure out a little bit early on, like, what the end goal of it is going to be. With this one, I feel like I don't know at all yet, like, where it's going to end up going. I have to wonder, almost, if there's, like, a safe zone in that attack. If there's no variety, then there must be at least, like, some spot that never gets hit. Actually, it looks like that's not the case, but boy, that would be really funny. If there was just, like, a spot that I found that I just parked my heart at, and I just never got hurt. That would be cheaty as hell, but it'd be great. Okay, so that one's dead. Alarm is still sounding. I wonder... Okay, that's something. We're gonna interact with this other crystal. And the steam ventilation thing is turned off. So I can get right up onto it. Divine vision. Pray. Ask for forgiveness. Huh. Alright. Well, asking for forgiveness does not cause the robots to stop killing me, which is super unfortunate. I wonder what happens then if I talk to the guard robot. Oh. Well, it kills me. Alright. I thought that maybe if I talked to the guard robot, it would give me a dialogue option, and I'd be able to, like, sweet talk my way out of it. But, instead, my sweet talk was literally just like, I went up to the robot and it was like, fuck you, robot, fuck you, robot, fuck you, robot. But, let's be honest, I have a lot of reasons to not be big fans of the robots right now. Alright. Let's get this one dead, and then I'll probably call this episode here. And then hopefully the next episode will be my finale, and I can call this series done. That'd be very exciting to get another done series under my belt. Done fighting, take some gears and leave. Well, at least I have that going for me. Cool. Alrighty. Thank you all for watching. Have good nights.